Good day, learners! How are you today? I hope you're doing great. This is TV Eskwela, where we learn together. I am Teacher Ayan Rose Tibay-Balingit from Lorenzo Sarmiento Senior National High School, Mawab District, your grade 9 English teacher for today. Before we start the lesson, please get your self-learning module for Quarter 3, Module 3, your pen and paper. Are you ready? Let's start. Expressing our opinion about an issue is very difficult for us to do, as there are times that our ideas are against a trend or culture. However, due to its necessity, we are forced to push through with it because we believe that our position has to do with the welfare of the majority. We have to take a stand no matter how unpopular it is, because doing so brings an incomparable change. So let us begin your involvement by having an activity for you to be prepared in these circumstances. Watch the video clip and then take note of the important points being raised. Fill out the grid shown in your modules with details extracted from the material viewed.
Listen to a recorded text entitled, "Global Warming is Killing the Earth." Then, accomplish the activities that follow. Global warming is killing the Earth. Throughout the years, scientists and weather experts have argued that human activities such as oil refining power plants and automotive emissions are largely to be blamed for global warming. The increased emissions and rising temperatures will have a great impact in certain regions of the world. Some sensitive ecosystems will likely disappear. In forests, we could see major species shifts or major changes in growth patterns. Environmentalists argue that global warming is threatening to wipe out biodiversity and even the entire life on Earth. So the Environmentalist Union ratified the Kyoto Climate Change Protocol in a move to stop the warming of the world by removing greenhouse gases in the atmosphere. In the Philippines, El Nino is keeping the farmlands dry, warming the ocean waters, and drying up dams. But as the issue is being debated, little forests left are continued to be cut and coral reefs are destroyed. The toxic ballast waters brought in the country by hundreds of ocean-going vessels remained unchecked by authorities. Philippine Star, June 4, 2002.
Now let's read relevant information from the video clip. The main topic mentioned is that climate change is real and serious, and it's up to us to solve it. The points of view are: drought and chronic water shortages could impact 1 billion people, while millions more will be at risk from coastal flooding. If we embrace solar and wind power to their full potential, we can cut the world's yearly carbon emissions by 1/3. The conclusion is, individuals can make a difference too through choices we make every day. By working together, real change is possible. It seems that you've got an idea of what you will be learning in this lesson. That's great! This time, let us enhance your learning by doing an activity to explore the world of expressions. When we express observations, we report on the sensory information we are taking or having taken in. Eyewitness testimony is a good example of communicating observations. When we express thoughts, we draw conclusions based on what we have experienced. In the perception process, this is similar to the interpretation step. When we express feelings, we communicate our emotions. Expressing feelings is a difficult part of verbal communication. When you express needs, you are communicating in an instrumental way to help you get things done. Since you almost always know your needs more than others do, it's important for you to be able to convey those needs to others. There are 4 types of verbal expressions: observation, thought, feeling, and need. The following are examples of expressions with description indicated in each item. Identify each item if it is an expression of observation, thought, feeling, or need. Pauline asked me to bring this file to you. What type of expression is this? Correct! It is an expression of observation. It is a report of sensory experiences or memories. Students today have much less respect for authority. What type of expression is this? Brilliant! It is an expression of thought. It is a conclusion about our judgment of experiences and observations. I feel at peace when we're together. What type of expression is this? Good job! It is an expression of feeling. It is communicating emotions. I'm saving money for summer vacation. Is it okay if we skip our regular night out this week? What type of expression is this? That's right! It is an expression of need. It is stating wants or requesting help for support. Did you enjoy answering the previous task? Now here's another activity for you to learn and express more. One of the best ways to promote and assess higher order thinking is to use scenario-based questions, particularly ones that simulate real work experiences. The activity that you will answer below will help you to learn the value of decision making. Write your answer in a one whole sheet of paper. The competency we will apply here is to judge the relevance and worth of information or ideas. You arrive at the scene of an accident where people are panicked and yelling. 3 people appear to be injured. 1 person has scraps and bruises. A second is lying on the ground moaning in pain. And a third is quickly losing a blood from a skull injury. Which person will you take care of first? Great job! Thank you for participating in the activity and submit your paper to your English teacher. How is everything so far? I hope that you've learned many things from the previous activities you have encountered. It's your time to show what you have learned from the lessons. Understanding literature entails knowing the world of the writers. Thus, in order to grasp what really they want to convey in their text, you should be ready to join the encounters worth cherishing through sharing your honest opinion regarding how the actions, dialogues, and thoughts of the characters are presented. Many writers use argumentative text to persuade the readers to agree to their points of view. The issue and the supporting and opposing opinions about the issue must be noted. One of the most important things we do is provide relevance for you. It gives you a context within which you can develop into engaged, motivated, and self-regulated learners. Relevance can help you realize how useful all knowledge can be. Here is an excerpt of a poem by Edward Field entitled The Telephone. Yes, my telephone is my joy. It tells me that I am in the world and wanted. It rings and I am alerted to love and gossip. I go comb my hair which begins to sparkle. Without it, I was like a bear in a cave, drowsing through a shadowy winter. It rings and spring has come. How does the speaker of the telephone justify his joy of having a telephone? In the telephone, the speaker claims that his happiness relies on that very appliance. He explains his joy by claiming that in the city, each person is separated from friends by all the trappings of civilized life, things like public transportation systems. In other words, then, his telephone connects him in an immediate way to friends he might have lost touch with, otherwise, maybe they live on opposite sides of the city. To what does the speaker compare man's situation before the advent of the telephone in Field's poem, The Telephone? The speaker uses a very vivid simile to describe what it was like for him to be without a telephone. Apparently, he was like a bear in a cave drowsing through a shadowy winter. Bears hibernate in winter, of course, and if the speaker is to be believed, he was in a state of social hibernation before he owned a telephone. Congratulations! You have already gone this far in answering the activities. Take note that you have different ideas about what is important and what makes you feel best. Making your own choices about the things you do is very important because it gives your life meaning. That's all for today. I hope you learned a lot. Once again, this is your English teacher, Ayan Rose Tibay-Balingit from Lorenzo Sarmiento Senior National High School, Mawab District, saying, dito sa TV Eskwela, sa pag-aaral, sama-sama. Bye-bye!